And now to finish this up, this last section, you just need to say whether they're congruent and how you know. Anytime you see a shared side, you can add your congruent markings. Sometimes you need to use 2 if 1 has been used already. Sometimes you need to use 3 if 1 and 2 have been used already. So it gives me a bunch of shared stuff here. On 21, we have 2 angles and the side between them for both of them. So this one's yes, they're congruent, and that's by angle, side, angle. On 22, we have a side and we have 2 sides and an angle that's not between them. That gives you side, side, angle, which is not acceptable. That one is a no. Right here on 23, we have 2 sides and the angles that are between them. And so this one's yes, and that's by side, angle, side. Moving on to 24, we have all 3 sides matching on these triangles. That one's a yes, and that's by side, side, side. And that brings us to our next triangle here. We have 2 sides matching on both triangles, but we don't have the angles between them. The angles are down here at the bottom. And so this one's a no. We don't have guarantee of congruence on this one. Unless you're talking about hypotenuse legs. So, that's just a side note. We haven't dealt with that, and we're not going to. But if you use the hypotenuse legs, then you'll have yes. Anyway, it brings us to 26. You only on this one you have 2 sides and the angle between them. This one you have 2 sides and the angle that's not between them. So that one's a no. And that brings us to the next section. On 27, we have 2 sides and the angle between, 2 sides and the angle between. That makes this one yes, and that's by side, angle, side. And on 28, we have 2 pair of triangles with all angles matching. That does not give you a guaranteed the same size. They have some angles, which is fine, but they don't have the same size guaranteed. And that brings us to 29. 29 is a little bit tricky. Right here you have a shared side, and you can say that's congruent. And since that side is going to be the same as that side, because when you do the 4 marking added to the 1 marking matches the same thing as the 4 marking and the added 1 marking. So these longer sides on the triangles do match up. This one's going to be yes by side, side, side. And there you go, and that's the rest of the assignment.